Wow! Did you see what I did? I didn't.
Hello, I'm Aiden.
And I'm Josh. Welcome to Undead Ramblings, where we talk all things Call of Duty Zombies, amongst other games, movies, and other media.
This is episode 26 of our podcast. Last episode we covered the monumentally popular zombies map, Mob of the Dead. So feel free to go check that out, as well as any previous episodes in the series.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like in my head divide them into series based on like the games that we've covered so far.
I mean, given that we usually have a break in between them, I would call it a series. Why not?
That's a very good point. Thank you to everyone who has watched and supported the channel so far. Also, if you haven't already, as always, please do the YouTube pleasantries of like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss another episode or any other soundtrack content that Josh is uploading. Josh is currently at 8.92 thousand subscribers, so probably less than 800 left now. Until 9,000. So go show him some love, give him a sub, and check out any and all of the soundtrack content available on the channel. Josh, any channel updates and anything from you?
Not particularly. I'm currently in the process of uploading the Astra Malorum soundtrack, or what's left of it. Finally finished Paradox Junction. Yes! For the first time in like... God, how long has it been? Like 5 years I've finished a soundtrack.
before the next map comes out.
Yeah, that's true. When it's actually what? Like 2 weeks? Something like that?
Oh, God, I'm completely out of the loop. I've not been keeping up with Black Ops 7 whatsoever.
It's on Reloaded, which is like 2 weeks, I think, something like that.
Right.
So.
Is this the one that's set like on the docks or like in this like fishing village, and everyone's like saying it's like looks like Call of the Dead?
I was literally about to make that joke. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah.
Great.
Well, I'm not going to go into it too much, but just the skies are clear. Why did they bother setting this season in the Dark Ether if the last two maps have had, like, clear skies and it looks like a normal place? What's the point?
I'm hoping the soundtrack is better in this new map.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really care for Paradox Junctions overall. I liked a couple tracks. I liked the boss theme. I enjoyed the boss theme quite a lot. And the Easter egg song's a banger. Come Back Down is great.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I mean, Kevin himself never fails to hit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we said with Revelations, where even if we didn't pick up future entries, there's no doubt I'd still pick up Kevin's music.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. So, just before we go into the topics, thank you once again to both Trico and Oscar for their help, not only with getting the footage for the Easter egg in this map, but sticking with us all through Black Ops 2 and helping us get both sides of the Victor's map Easter eggs, and also future 4-player Easter eggs. To be honest, not just future 4-player Easter eggs, but just future Easter eggs on the whole. I think these guys are going to be staple teammates of ours in the long run.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. It's honestly been, like I say, so much fun just playing it 4-player of late.
Yeah.
Like doing Der Eisendrache, it was it's great. I love it.
I mean, if we ever do kind of like have our comms playing while we if we stream and have our comms playing, we're gonna get cancelled so hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. President. Anyway, so let's get on to the topics for this episode. So this episode of Undead Ramblings, we are going to discuss the third DLC for Black Ops 2 Zombies, Buried. Topics for this episode will cover development and map setting, our initial thoughts on the maps, mechanics and gameplay, Easter eggs, music, and then anything else that we've not covered. Pretty standard fare, to be honest, at this point.
Yeah. It's definitely getting into the swing of something of a formula here.
Well, 26 episodes in.
Yeah. Finally, progress.
Yay! We're learning. Alright, well, let's dive into our first topic, development and map setting. So, Buried was released as part of Black Ops 2's third DLC installment, Vengeance, on the 2nd of July 2013. And like every other map pack at this time, it was released a month later for PlayStation and PC. Was it Black Ops 3 that it switched to PlayStation coming first?
I believe so. Sorry, I'm buying Cyberpunk on Game Pass on the PlayStation Plus game catalog. It just hit me with a notification that it was going for free this month, so I went and grabbed
Fun
that.
times.
Okay. Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like something like Advanced Warfare, was it?
Don't think so. It's hard to say. I'm getting old. The memory's going.
Yeah. This was 10 years ago? No, over 10 years ago. Yeah.
God, yeah, something like that.
13 years ago now at this point.
Yeah.
God. So, Buried would be the last of the Jimmy Zelinski era maps, with the next map, Origins, once again being led by Jason Blundell. And Jimmy would leave Treyarch in 2014, with Jason Blundell taking over fully as director of zombies for Black Ops 3 and 4. So, yeah, it's kind of a bittersweet one, this one, I think.
It is. Did he ever mention why he quit?
No, I did a ton of research trying to figure out why he left and post Call of Duty, what he was doing and things like that. But he's very off the radar. I think he has a website that he's kind of mentioned some things about, but
right.
Most of the stuff that he's mentioned on there has already been covered with in the zombies trivia stuff.
Right. The most I remember hearing was just murmurs for a time that he was working on some mobile game.
Yeah.
But that was years ago now. I don't know what
I
he's
think he's
doing nowadays.
Worked on a couple of games, but I don't know exactly where he is or why he left and things like that. But I think it's clear that what kind of seemed obvious is that zombies was becoming a lot more mainstream at this point, and it needed a sharper focus for wider audiences. So I think it needed that kind of polish that the rest of the game had at that time.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And I think at that point it was not just a case of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. They actually needed a kind of if they're going to invest money in this, they need to kind of make sure it goes responsibly. Not saying that Jimmy and his team weren't responsible, but I think it's very much a case of they needed that more focused approach.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you say, Jason definitely brought something more narratively focused to the table, so it does make sense.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk more about kind of Jimmy Zelinski's lasting legacy on zombies later in the other section, but yeah, this will be the last Jimmy map that we'll ever see, really.
It's kind of a shame, but I will say, spoilers ahead, he does go out with a banger.
Absolutely. So, for map setting, Buried is set in a old western mining town called Purgatory Point, which had been transported transported via a rift and is now underground a mining facility below Angola. So this is kind of stuff that was revealed via the timeline and Black Ops 4, I think, radios in Black Ops 4.
Right.
So at this point, like, nobody knew that it was called Purgatory Point or that it had been transported via a rift or all of that kind of external stuff.
Yeah, I'll be straight with you. I have just learned it's called Purgatory Point. I was this many days old when I learned about Purgatory Point, so there we go.
Lamau. I can't remember if it's revealed in the timeline or if it is revealed in the Tag to Totem radios with Jeb Brown.
If it's in Tag, I didn't listen to them. Like I said, we'll get to it eventually, but for Black Ops 4, I really fell off the wagon hard for like the zombies storyline. I stopped paying attention at that point, so anything from that point I'm completely lost on, more or less.
Yeah, that's fair. I know that there's a bit to discuss in the kind of timeline excerpt, but just to kind of give a bit of context for, like, that was introduced later on in this map. So, Purgatory Point, or the town that is known as Buried, is the home of Jebediah Brown, who is the creator of the Pack-a-Punch. He lived in the mansion that you see in the map. And it's his mother who's actually the ghost.
Yeah, I do remember this.
And she was killed by a zombie. He tried pack-a-punching her to bring her back, and
did he actually?
Yeah. This is all revealed in the radios. Like,
oh my god!
He tried to stick her in the pack-a-punch, and that's why she's a ghost in this map.
Wow. I just think of
that. And the whole...
that Richtofen quote about climbing into the Pack-a-Punch. Such a good quote.
Yeah. And I think Jeb was still alive when the town was transported through a rift.
Right.
But he and the rest of the town were eventually killed by zombies, and thus we find it as it is.
Apparently I fell off the wagon with Buried as well, so I'm gathering. I knew certain details, like the identity of the ghost and stuff like that, but I didn't know about all of her being attacked by a zombie. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So it was kind of hinted at in the expanded Pack-a-Punch jingle.
Right. Okay.
And then Treyarch must have kind of taken that and run with it, because then they've bought all of this back up and made it kind of canon as of the Tag to Totem radios.
I like that, as we'll see with like Jason's approach with future maps. Like, he does have a very, like, you know, ideal direction that he wants to go in with things. But I do like that he kept the goofier aspects of the original timeline intact.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff like this didn't get wiped for the sake of realism and believability.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it was nice that like they eventually went back and tied up like loose ends like this.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Cool. So the town itself features a number of buildings, a jail, saloon, courthouse, church, a number of shops. There's, as I've mentioned, also a haunted mansion, which leads into an ever-shifting maze out the back, which you can, if you manage to get through it, will take you to Pack-a-Punch. There's also, the map also features a number of mining tunnels, as well as the actual mining facility above. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Above ground.
That's all good. Should put those on the profile list.
Yeah. While the majority of the map is set underground in a cave system, I'd say the map is fairly well lit. There's plenty of room to not love around, like I put in the document, move around, with a few tight spots for good measure. So yeah, we'll go over our favourite areas and our initial thoughts later on, but I'd say this map is fairly well balanced in terms of its size and like how like tight corridors and wide areas. Like, it's pretty well balanced.
Yeah, I would say for all the transit maps, it's probably the best designed. At least personally for me. Like, I feel like there's a lot of areas in Transit and Die Rise where you can be a bit like, this doesn't quite work. Like, some areas, like the inside of, like, the sweatshops and stuff like that, it's like, God, death traps. Nothing but death traps.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here you have a bit more, room to play around with, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, do you want to go? You've got a lot to read here. If you want to go over the timeline excerpt.
All right, hold on. Buried December 31st, 2035. Sorry, I can't take it seriously after I did that sharp inhale. All right. Original timeline. Victus arrives at Purgatory Point, now located beneath a mining facility in Angola. They discover Arthur in a jail cell, who assists them on their journey. The voices of Maxis and Richtofen return. Victus activates the final polarization device in Maxis' favour. Maxis? I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but we'll go with it.
Yeah.
Now corrupted by the Dark Ether, he reveals his true intentions to Victus and punishes Richtofen by trapping his soul in a zombie. Drawn into Agartha by her father, Samantha witnesses the evil that has corrupted him. When a rift opens in Dimension 63 in 1918, she reaches out to that timeline to Maxis for help.
Cool. So we've got a lot to unpack there, really.
Yeah.
So again, this was some of this stuff was revealed via the timeline, but we at this point, or up until this point, we never knew what the canon ending was, and the timeline revealed that the canon ending for this is Maxis's side, and I think this kind of goes back in. This connects very much with the Moon timeline excerpt because I believe all the way back then when we read it, it said like Maxis takes Samantha's soul from Richtofen's body. And that's why she's drawn into Agartha by her father. So there's that kind of connection there. And then obviously Dimension 63 and 1918, like this would then lead on to Origins.
Yes, again, we'll be covering that next for those who haven't played it, so look forward to that.
Yeah. This would also be the last map to take place in the original timeline. There's a couple of excerpts after this, but this will be the last actual map that we get to play in the original timeline.
Yeah.
And the excerpts that go on from this basically cover how Victus would be drawn into a rift and escape the original timeline and go on their journey to find the Chronorium for Richtofen, and they'll be pursued by zombie Richtofen. Yeah, like how many Richtofens do you need in a zombie story?
I know exactly. It is absurd, isn't it?
And the last kind of excerpt from the original timeline basically is Maxis destroying the original timeline to rip open a gateway to Agartha.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot happens in Buried. We don't usually discuss it, or haven't really discussed them much previously. But did you want to kind of talk about the intro cutscene a little bit here?
Yeah. So I believe did we talk about Die Rise's intro cutscene?
Only in that it kind of revealed that Samuel was part of the Flesh Cult.
Oh yeah. So it's another hand-drawn one here, which is honestly, I'm okay with it in Black Ops 2. I think it works. I know it gets some people's backs up later on when they do it, but
yeah,
for this period of time, I think for Victus especially, it works. So basically, it's the case of them navigating across the broken earth, if you want to put it that way, trying to find, having lost, contact with Maxis and Richtofen. So how long did you say it was? It's like 2 weeks.
About a month.
About a month. Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just wandering around painfully rather, for like a month. I'm sure it wasn't painless, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they've been wandering around for like a month, and then obviously we start to get some more of Russman's backstory, which is pretty cool, where we find out he worked for Broken Arrow. So that's pretty neat, which obviously doesn't get delved into here. I don't know why they bothered bringing it up here, to be honest, considering I don't think they even mention it in Buried.
I don't know. It's certainly not in Buried. I don't know if it's mentioned in the radios in Transit and Die Rise. Obviously, they would expand on it in both the comics and in Black Ops 4.
Yeah. Do you think they had any intent at this point to carry on with it, or carry on with these characters?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like what the intent was and where Jimmy was thinking of taking the mode versus where Jason eventually took the mode. Like it's very. I mean, I don't know how involved Craig was at this point as well.
Yeah, I mean, due to steps we'll get through later on in the Easter egg, I would say Buried feels like it was meant to be pretty definitive back when it came out, but it seems odd to raise a topic like Broken Arrow before killing these characters off, or at least giving the illusion that they have, which we'll get to in Tag to Toten, I suppose. But
I think that goes back to what I was saying about like Jason and Craig kind of going back to tie up some loose ends. So like Broken Arrow is probably meant to just be a kind of off the shoulder kind of comment at this point, but then they took it and ran with it. Yeah,
that's totally fair. I'm glad they explained it though a bit later on, but we don't get it in this map, unfortunately. So effectively, Russman's like losing his memories, and we eventually wind up at the mining facility and make contact with Richtofen and Maxis again, and thus begins the map. It's a pretty good cutscene though. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like Misty's kind of pep speech or pep talk.
I always love that. Enough.
Yeah. And although one of the things that does kind of baffles me is like at the end is like, do you think we'll find some answers? I don't know, but we're gonna have some more questions. Like, no, you're not. You're never gonna be seen again until a lot later.
Pretty much. One thing I didn't touch on though is that it does show us how the transit crew met, which is a pretty cool detail. So apparently Misty and Malton were together, and Russman and Stuhlinger were together before they found each other.
Yeah, and that kind of goes is revealed more in the timeline as well, where I think Martin, who's under the Newtown bunker, and he eventually goes to the town, and that's where he meets Misty, and then Russman and Stuhlinger had stolen the bus.
Of course.
Why we don't actually start on the bus though in transit, I'll never know.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool actually if two characters started midway on the bus, like spawned in on the bus, and the other people were already at the diner, and that's where the game actually starts, where they actually literally meet on the spot. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah. And like you never get that impression that when they like in transit, like that this is where they've actually just met. Like
true.
It seems like they fought alongside each other for a while at this point.
Yeah, they definitely seem relatively familiar with each other. I mean, we are at the bus depot, so I guess you could argue that this has been going on for ages already. But who knows?
Yeah, good point.
But how do they get into the bus depot with all the zombies asleep? Oh well. Give me those answers.
At this point. Asking the real questions.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over our initial thoughts on Buried. You take it away.
All right, so Buried again. I noticed that this is a bit of a theme with the later maps more so than the original ones, but I don't really remember my first playthrough of Buried. But I do remember enjoying the map. I like some of the new features they added. Again, spoiler free for now. I remember being kind of impressed by the free weapon you can get at the start of the match. I always thought that was a pretty cool addition. It's like you said before, like hinted at. It's got a really really cool layout, and it's very fun to train zombies around in this specific map.
Yeah.
The ghost house is always fun. It's always a good laugh, especially playing it with friends. In fact,
Yeah.
I do remember my first playthrough of Buried. It's just like a walk in some
okay.
kind of like memory. Thinking about the ghost house. I remember fighting to put Always Running on because we were trying to find it. I think this was... I think with this one, I'm sure I played it with Liam first time. Pretty certain for this one. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just going back to what you said about the like initial impressions with Mob of the Dead. If I had to pick a favourite place in this map,
What?
oh no, this one.
Oh, okay.
Probably Jug, but I think everyone's gonna say that, aren't they? I'm not breaking
the jug
them up
corridor
today.
in...
Yeah.
would you say you're more of a camper than a trainer in this?
In this map, yeah. Generally, I prefer a train. Generally, but I do like camping here. It's the best camping spot we had since the catwalk, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Nothing like
Arguably,
it.
it's better than the catwalk.
True, yeah, especially with the is it the SVU?
Yeah.
Speaking of the SVU, actually, I did like some of the new weapons we got here, like the Remington New Model Army. Absolutely fantastic weapon. And
yeah, man.
I won't get into the Wonder Weapon yet because we're going to cover it later, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this map on my first playthrough. It was a nice change of pace from the likes of Transit and Diarize and Nuketown to a lesser degree. It was nice to have something that you came out and was like, all right, this is good, out the gate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of being like,
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you, though?
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same ballpark as you. Like, this is Black Ops 2's... I'd say... I was going to say, like, Jimmy's Black Ops 2's, but I think actually Black Ops 2 overall's most casual-friendly map.
Oh, yeah. I would say so.
And again, I don't remember like you. I don't remember much of my initial playthroughs. I remember being a bit disappointed seeing Victor's back.
Oh yeah.
And the only other thing I remember doing is just focusing like on the achievements.
Oh yeah.
This would be the last map that I did Easter eggs with friends for a very long time.
All right.
And we only ever did like rig top and side, so I never saw Max's side until we did it with Trico and Oscar.
Oh yeah.
So it's been it's only until recently that I've not experienced everything the map has to offer. But no, I really like it. It's just mindless casual fun. I loved all the things that this kind of map pack introduced. And as for favourite areas, so like if I'm going to be training, I quite like training outside of the church and the mansion, that little area there. And if I'm camping, I like camping on the area where you can get, like on top of the shop where you can get all of the trap pieces.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
As long as you don't buy that sofa, like that's a perfect place to just camp.
Right, I don't think I've really tried that one. For training, if I had to pick one, I'd probably just pick outside the saloon, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a pretty decent area.
I mean, this is it. Like even like in the streets, there's quite a lot of nice open areas. Like even outside of the jail cell, like that's not a bad place to kind of train around in.
Yeah, exactly. Just to touch back on something I said in the Die Rise episode as well. One thing I do really like about this map is that they take away a lot of the arbitrary things that they were trying to do in Black Ops. I was gonna say Black Ops 2, in like Transit and Die Rise, where they kept putting in things that just didn't. That made the map frustrating to play in certain ways.
Yeah.
And this one's just pure fun. They just take out all the annoying little gimmicks and aspects and just give us a straight fun map, which I think for Jimmy's last map, I think was probably the best choice.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember, funny enough, like when I was putting the ranking episode document, I remember seeing that on your like for this map.
Yes, is that what it was? I thought it was in the diary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just take out all the annoying little tricks and trolls, and they just give us a straightforward classic map. And I think that makes this one pretty definitive for me, because it's the only one on Black Ops 2, at least in Jimmy's lineup, that's like this.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't get more maps like this from Jimmy in Black Ops 2.
Yeah. Well, it's like they said in The Moon, behind the scenes, where they're always trying to one-up themselves, so they constantly have to try new things. And I get it, and I do think that's an important aspect, but I think, this late into Black Ops 2, when certain things weren't working, I think it's probably was the right call to just make a simple back to basics. This map's going to be really easy, but who cares? It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's dive into the real meat and potatoes of this episode, mechanics and gameplay.
Alright.
So, as already mentioned, this map would feature the return of the Victus crew, which, by the way, is also Victus, Primus, and Ultimus. These names would not be revealed until the timeline. Just a little fun fact there.
Yeah.
So, up until this point, or up until the timeline, what were they called? Like the
OG crew, I guess.
The OG crew.
Yeah.
The Transit crew.
Yeah, Transit.
And then, is it the Origins crew?
God, I don't remember. I'd have to assume so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be the last time we would see Victus until we find out their fate in the comics and Tag the Totem. What would you say the community reception of Victus was at this point?
I don't think it really changed. I think maybe it was slightly more positive leaning. I say leaning. But I don't think they never had their let's say on the risk of spoilers, their ancient evil moment. I wouldn't say they got that here. They're largely the same in this map as they've been the last two maps. Yeah, they're still pretty much the same characters. I would say they probably largely felt the same about them. What about you?
Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same opinion. Like, they never had, like, with the Chaos crew, like, all of them had comics to kind of expand their backstory.
Shit, I totally forgot about those.
Yeah. Volumes 1 and 2.
Nice.
Yeah, so Volume 1 was was Victus trying to find the Chronorium, but then Volume 2, those comics were the backstories of all of the Chaos crew.
Right.
So, like, the Chaos crew had quite expanded backstories, and we got to learn quite a bit about them, but I think even up until Tag, we never really, other than Russman maybe, we never really learnt anything about the Victus crew.
Yeah, it's... Well, I mean, you're saying that, I suppose, but we did learn their backstory, kind of, in the start of this one. To a degree.
Well, only Russman, really.
Yeah.
Like, maybe a bit of Stuhlinger with the flesh, but, like, Martin and Misty still had no kind of backstory at this point.
True. I'm trying to think if... well, like you said, at this point they didn't, but maybe in... I don't know, for Omega, I don't know if they gave Martin more to work with. I'm not sure.
A little bit. I still think, though, Misty was the one with the least development.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I think the problem with Victus is that we are still at the whims of Richtofen here. Like, both Ultimus and Primus have kind of... I know they're all kind of at the whims of Richtofen and being directed by him, but, like, it feels like in Black Ops 1, we were gearing up and kind of going towards an end goal. There was something we had in mind for this, for the Ultimus crew.
Yeah.
And it was all gearing up towards Moon. Like, we were collecting pieces, we were going to locations for Richtofen to get his grand plan together. Fast forward to Black Ops 3, we've got Primus, once again, as always, like, following Richtofen's kind of plan, but there is an end goal in mind for this. Like, we're going around collecting these souls and, like collecting the summoning key to then go on and collect the souls and then ultimately get to Revelations.
Yeah.
But it feels like with the Victor's crew, they only had 3 maps, really. And all of those maps were just turning on a pylon in Easter eggs that made no sense with their stats. There was no cutscenes, there was nothing to kind of give us any indication other than the nav cards that there was going to be a grand end goal. And it's only in Buried that we actually see that there was an end goal, but it was only one that benefited either Richtofen or Maxis.
Yeah, I totally agree. Do you feel like the potential was wasted in Black Ops 2?
I don't think... It's hard to say that you can waste something that they never had in the first place. Like, it just felt like the whole time they were just stumbling around in the dark.
Yeah.
I think if there was wasted potential, then I think it's the fact that they never brought Victus back for Black Ops 7.
Yeah, I agree. Like we said before, it would have fit so much better than what we got.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it would just make narrative and thematic sense to bring Victus back because they're already in the Dark Ether. So bring them back, give them proper fleshed out story. I would have been so much more receptive for Black Ops 7 if that was the case.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you.
But yeah, I just don't think they had any potential in the first place, to be honest, because they were just they had huge shoes to fill in. Yeah. And off the back of 2 arguably, or in the community's minds, bad maps. It was a really hard slog at this point to try and win over Victus.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
So moving on from Victus, unless you had anything else to go over them.
No, I don't think so.
No. We'll probably discuss. Well, we will discuss them more when we discuss Tag, but and we'll probably mention about the comics later on, or in another video. But for now, we have in Buried we have the introduction of 3 new wonder weapons. The first of these being the Ray Gun Mark II, which would retroactively be patched into all previous Black Ops 2 maps as well, arguably with a lot higher rarity from the box, but still.
I don't think Chat got the memo, to be honest, because they've been retroactively patching it into all the future maps as well. Like, honestly, we've had the Ray Gun Mark II so many times now.
Yeah.
I think regardless of if you're a new player or an old player, you're going to know what the Ray Gun Mark II is, because it appears so frequently, so often. I don't know if it really needs explaining, particularly with this one.
Yeah, well, the Ray Gun Mark 1 is the one that appears in pretty much every map.
Yeah.
There was, for a time, it was the Thunder Gun that was on its heels, but I think that's easily been outstripped by the Mark II with how often that appears.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, to be fair, the Mark II is a very good wonder weapon, though.
It really is. I'm just wondering why the Mark III is never, like, retroactively added into other maps.
I know. I would kill to see a Mark III return at some point.
Yeah. I don't know why the Mark II gets all the love. Or even then, I'd love to see a Mark IV. Are we dealing with, like, Valve where they can't count to 2? Can we not count past 3? Seriously though, can you imagine how much better, like, I don't know, Alpha Omega would have been if we had the Mark IV instead of the Mark II again?
Yeah. And then to bring the Mark II back again for Shattered Veil as its main wonder weapon, like...
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit Mark II fatigue right now. But, I mean, as I said, like, the Mark II itself is actually a very good wonder weapon. It's got a very high headshot multiplier and the penetration damage that it does as well. Honestly, it's a very, very good wonder weapon. It's just... Can we get a bit more imaginative around it?
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of... This isn't so much buried, obviously, but I'm just not a big fan of slapping, like, colour palette swaps on it and saying, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, if memory serves, this would be the first... wonder weapon brand. Well, I say first wonder weapon. No, ignore me. No. This will be the first wonder weapon to kind of be retroactively patched in and make an appearance outside of its introductory map at this point.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, despite all my criticisms at it that I've just leveled at it, I do like that we have so many iterations of it. Like Ed said, it is a solid weapon. No doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to come off as if I'm just blindly bashing on it because they keep bringing it back. I do think it's a really good weapon.
Yeah.
I may have come off a bit aggressive there.
That being said, though, the Mark II is not the main wonder weapon of this map. That honor goes to the Paralyzer.
Oh, yes. So, I'm not big on the Paralyzer. I do not care for the Paralyzer at all. I never pick it up when I play this map, unless we're doing an Easter egg run. I've never been a big fan of... Call me a Neanderthal if you want, but I've never been a big fan of like weapons that aren't immediately gratifying to use.
Yeah.
And this one, for lack of a better word, call it a pun if you want, is a bit of a time waster. Yeah, for everybody who hasn't used it, it literally just slows zombies down. Pretty much.
But to a point where it does eventually kill them. Like
it does, yeah, but it takes
so
long.
Yeah.
It just drags, and you get barely any points for it either.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should have had... Oh, well, sorry. I'll let you go into your opinions on it first. And
No. You carry on.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think it needed like something like the Beam Smasher, where you can slow down a lot of them, and then a secondary fire kills all of them.
Yeah.
That's what it should have done. But you basically just hold it, you microwave them for a few seconds, and then they drop, or they disintegrate, and that's it. You don't get much points for it either, if I remember correctly. So it's...
I don't remember, it's like 60 points or something for a kill.
Yeah, it does have a very fun secondary function, though, but I will go into that again after you've gone into your thoughts on it.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm neither here nor there on it, to be honest. Like, I think it fixed a lot of the issues of an infinite ammo wonder weapon that, like, fixed the issues that the jet gun had.
Honestly, sorry to interject, but I think I'd actually take the jet gun.
Really?
I say that because you may only be able to use it in short bursts before it breaks, but it's immediately gratifying to use.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, is it though? Because like you can only use it for 5 seconds before it breaks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
weapon...
if you keep tapping it, sorry,
you have to keep the jet gun out for it to kind of depressurize. Whereas with this, you can stow it away, and it at least like the counter goes down while it's on cooldown. And like the jet gun isn't even that good of a get out of jail free weapon, because like again it only lasts for a couple of seconds. You then have to go around building the whole thing once it does break. At least this doesn't break. It does have a cooldown, which you can put it away. It's also a weapon, not a buildable, so it's like so you can pack punch it as well.
I wish I could say though that you felt any kind of difference with it when you pack a punched it. It feels exactly the same.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's a step in the right direction, at least for an infinite ammo wonder weapon.
I'm sure if we thought about it, I'm sure they've done it again since and probably handled it better, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
The jet gun, once again, in Cold War.
Yeah,
not
that's
Cold
true.
War, in Black Ops 6. That's I'd say that's the definitive article, isn't it, of what what an infinite ammo wonder weapon should be.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, and we'll move on to what you're about to say on it. Like, it does. Most people use it for its secondary purpose, which is traversal.
Yeah, I would agree.
And for those who haven't used it, it's basically you shoot the ground, you jump, and you can float over like debris and zombies, and that's what I mean by it being at least you can get out of jail free with it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a multi-tool. I feel like I just wish it had more offensive capabilities. Like I say, it's even back when the map came out, it's just never been one for me. I have never particularly cared about the paralyzer. I've always found it a bit underwhelming.
It's
but
the wonder weapon,
I suppose.
Yeah, it's the wonder weapon that you camp with when you want to watch something on a different screen, and you just tap the trigger and like.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more with that.
Yeah. Moving on to the third wonder weapon, which is arguably the most trolliest wonder weapon. I don't even know which is more trolly, if it's this one or the EMPs at this point. I'm talking about the time bomb.
Yeah. I'll let you take it away on this one.
So this was quite the unique wonder weapon in that we've never seen anything like this before. It's not even a weapon, to be honest. It's more of a what's it called? A kit or
equipment?
A tool. Yeah, that's it. It's more of equipment. So you throw it down. The way it works, for those who haven't used it, is that you throw it down, and in the corner of your screen you'll see a little marker saying what round you've thrown it down on. And you can progress however many rounds you want, and if you pull the kind of stopwatch out that goes with it and click it, you will rewind back to that round that you threw it down in initially.
Yeah.
Which, on paper, is cool, especially if you kind of got, like, do you keep perks that you've gotten?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, I can't quite remember how like what the ins and outs of it are.
I'm going to assume so, because I remember people used to spam it the second they went down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume.
Yeah. You keep the perks that you have when you when you've thrown it down.
Yeah.
Which is all well and good and great, but like if you go on, and here's where the troll side of it comes in, is that if you go on like a dozen rounds or so and you get more perks and pack-a-punch weapons, and someone rewinds it, you are reset back to that point with the kit and perks that you had at that point. You don't get perks back.
Yeah, and as a like a bystander, you have no voting ability in this whatsoever. If they want to rewind it, your equipment that you've just been gaining, get a ray gun, gone.
Yeah.
Get a weapon that you really like, gone. Get a lot of points, gone. Perks, gone.
Yep. I've been in games where like someone's got a time bomb first and they're throwing it down, and they're watching the person who's spinning the box, and the moment the paralyzer appears, that person like rewinds time so that the box spinner doesn't get the wonder weapon.
Randoms, eh?
Yeah, I think while the EMPs were intentionally meant to be toxic for grief, this was just dreadful to put in the hands of randoms.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And given the nature of them as well, once this player has them, obviously because you need the time bomb to go back, you can't get this out of their hands. They cannot lose the time bombs unless they die.
Yeah. I've been in games where people have kind of like where the time bomb player has gone down and they've been trolling and like rewinding the rounds, and we have collectively agreed without kind of like using words not to revive the time bomb player.
Yeah,
so
you should.
Bleed out.
You should just let him bleed out and then hit the box and get the time bombs yourself. And make him sit and watch.
Yeah, I think Barry definitely made me stop playing with randoms if the other maps hadn't already.
Yeah, but
oh my god,
I will say I do really like the time bombs when you use them properly.
Yeah, and there is a way to kind of like get brokenly overpowered with it. Like you can open up the whole map with and then reset to round 1, which I think is the achievement.
Yes, I do remember that.
You can get extra perks with it if you throw it down right. I never quite got that right when we played with Trico and Oscar.
Yeah.
So there are
the specifics actually.
Yeah. So there are ways to kind of use it effectively. Obviously, if you're all kitted out at that point, it's prudent to throw one down just in case 1 or 2 players do go down. You can then reset and then carry on as usual.
Yeah.
Without anyone losing anything. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we never got it back though.
Yeah, I mean it would have. I mean, to be fair, like, I guess it all comes down to who you play with. I mean, if you're playing with people you can trust, you're probably fine having it. It's more so if you're playing with randoms that it becomes like a massive issue.
Yeah. And obviously both the paralyzer and the time bomb would serve big roles in the Easter egg, which we'll get onto in a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you've already mentioned, we got a brand new revolver, the Remington New Model Army. It's great, isn't it?
It really is, yeah. It's not a wonder weapon, but it does it well. It may as well be, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, go on.
You first. No, you first.
I was just going to say it's basically a Magnum for all intents and purposes. It's really good.
Yeah.
Constantly getting collaterals and stuff on it. It's brilliant. I really like it.
Yeah. I believe it actually shares the same stats as the Python.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, so it's just basically a reskinned Python, but...
Damn, they fooled me.
I know, but it feels really satisfying to use, and I love how, how it sounds when you shoot it, and the reload, and all of that.
I think that's what it is. I think it's the sound. Sound can make or break a gun, and to be honest, the Python can feel a bit hollow sometimes. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's more in the sound that makes it sound better than it is. It's probably not, like you say, on paper that good. It must have, like... I'm convinced they're lying to me. I'm convinced that it's got some stat buff or something somewhere that they're just not telling us.
I'm just having a look. See if it does or not. At least I read somewhere that it's got same stats. So the base damage is 1,000 to 300, right?
Right.
Sorry, 300 to 1. No, yeah, 1,000 to 300. Oh, that's that long range. Lol. Let's have a look at the Python then, real quick. While I'm looking this up, do you want to go over our new perk?
Yeah, so Buried introduces another brand new perk, which is something they were really good about in this game, actually. Tons of new perks. I can't say they were all good, but we did get quite a lot of new perks here. So this one gives us Vulture Aid, which again has like several use cases actually. The main shtick it has is the ability to conceal yourself in like a green smoke that you get upon killing zombies, which makes you invisible to zombies for a brief point in time, or period of time rather. It's again made its return various times in Modern Zombies, so probably if you've only played Modern Zombies you're probably well aware of it. It also drops very small amounts of ammo and money from time to time, which is really cool. I've always liked how the perk icon has like the smoke coming off of it to make you know that you're concealed. I always thought that was a pretty fun detail.
That's something that I wish modern Vulture Aid had.
Yeah, I totally agree. It was such a cool little character flair. I'm trying to remember if it has any other use cases, but oh yeah, you can see perks and the mystery box location through the walls.
Through walls. As well. Did you mention about the zombies' eyes glowing brighter?
Yes. So that's another one. It's more like just a cosmetic one though. That one, it doesn't have too much utility, but it's pretty cool that they added it.
Yeah. Of all of the, just kind of going back to the Remington, no, it's exactly the same stats.
Right, okay.
Including like any modifiers, it's exactly the same as the Python, which is genuinely hilarious.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like Blue Steel from Zoolander.
What a reference. Yeah, so just turning back to Vulture Aid then real quick. So I think, like, would you say that this was better or worse than Electric Cherry, like in terms of its utility?
I would say it's probably better, but it's not. It's not by as much as you might think. I do find them to be quite close. But I feel like Vulture Aid brings more to the table. You get a lot more of a wider feature set, which is really nice. Like, honestly, Vulture Aid could have been like 2 or 3 perks in one. Yeah, more or less, with all of the use cases.
Isn't that what they did when they brought it back?
Yeah.
So they actually split it up.
Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, it's very OP for this era of zombies, but I don't think that's bad. Like I say, I think with the flavor of Buried and how this map is balanced, I think that works really well. They just didn't care about you just having fun in this map, which they were like, fuck it, who cares if it's broken? Who cares?
Exactly. Like, I mean, while you get like paltry sums of ammo and money from it, like it's like pocket change is always great to have, but I think that smoke effect really is, and it lasts quite a while as well. Like, it's really good.
I think it's also fair to say that the success of the Juggernaut camping spot owes a lot to Vulture Aid as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to go over that strategy in a second after our next all
right.
Our next thing. God, I can't speak today.
Oh, it's all good. All right, we'll come back to that then.
Well, we'll move on to this next one as well. So we got the return of buildable traps with two new ones: the subsurface resonator and the head chopper, alongside old faces of the turbine and the trample steam.
No, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, aside from the fact that you need the turbine, the subsurface resonator is too fun not to use.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Again, as you've just alluded to, they brought back the old burden of having to use the turbine to power nearly every one of these again. It's just, oh no, stop doing it. Why can't we charge it with like the paralyzer?
I know. The thing I love the most about Subsurface Resonator is that I don't know if you've seen Star Wars, but yeah, it has the same like a similar noise to in Episode 2, Boba Fett's like ship can or Jango Fett's ship can unleash seismic charge, which makes a brrr noise, which
sounds exactly the same.
This just sounds just like it. It's a shame the turbine came back, but I mean, to be honest, as long as you put it in the right place, it's not terrible. At least this time. At least this time you can build it anywhere.
Yeah, does that, and also this time the map is obviously not as big as Transit, so you're not navigating like a 1,000 miles just to pick up a turbine again. So it's not as bad.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
And like you say, we'll get to it eventually, but we have a little slave on call as well to do all of this for us. So
yeah, exactly.
It's not as painful, but I still don't like having to use the turbine at all. I'd rather they just got rid of it.
I know. But, I mean, so this kind of wraps up the holy grail of all camping strategies, though, because for those of you who haven't been blessed enough to play Buried, you can lock down tighter than Fort Knox, let's just say.
Oh, yeah.
Where you grab a Paralyzer, a Ray Gun Mark II, set up all your traps alongside in that corridor, get a turbine, and you are set for life. You cannot be touched by any single zombie whatsoever. Just tapping the Paralyzer.
Absolutely.
Anyone who tells me that they got a high round on Buried, I'll be like, yeah, and?
Yeah. Getting to 50 has to be the easiest it's ever been by the time we reached Buried.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, like, people just use Buried just to fill up the bank, basically.
Yeah. And ironically, especially with the use of something we'll be covering in the next topic, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, we might as well go on to that now.
Alright, yeah. So, this map again sees the return of permaperks. So, they were in all the previous Victor's maps as well. This one introduces a couple new ones. We namely get a PhD one, which people were asking for a long time. So, it's not the format I would have preferred it came back in. I don't use this version of it terribly much, because I'm too worried that I'll dive off the roof and immediately go down, because I think I've got it, but I don't. They're too inconsistent.
9 times out of 10, when I get it, it's because I've taken the slide from the witch's house to back to the main area.
Yeah, that's fair. So another one that makes its debut here that is really good is the one with that could be used with snipers. So if you get a series of headshots, I believe, from a specific distance, namely the gun shop from Jug, you will get like triple the amount of points per headshot, which is really cool. You'll be filling the bank in seconds. It is so good. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, I know we've mentioned it before already, but God, I just love how broken Buried is, and it's unapologetically about it. Like, unapologetic about it, rather. It doesn't care that it's totally broken and busted and too easy. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it is a casual player's like wet dream, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
To put it crudely. Yeah. What else do we have? Oh yeah, so like all Victor's maps, the bank and the weapons locker would return.
Future, exactly. Yeah.
Which is great. Like if you've got a Galil in pack a bunch of Galil in transit, you can always bring it over to Buried.
Yeah. Do we know what happens if you exchange the Remington? What do we get?
It turns into the Python.
Right.
Yep.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah. Same with the.
Given that reality has shattered around me today. learning that it's just a Python new skin.
And you also get
Anyway, sorry, go on.
LSAT, which if you, I think that turns into the hammer.
Oh yes, because it's in Nuketown Zombies, isn't it? But we can't. Obviously, there's no fridge in that map.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And we get a brand new mechanic in this one, which again I think only appears once.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the introduction of the chalk, which allows players to choose where certain war weapons will go. And you also get points from whenever you kind of draw, so there'll be question marks where the chalk drawing can go, and you get points for doing it as well. I really like this feature.
Yeah, so do I. They really cooked with this one. It's such a good idea. Like as I said, I don't know where like these ideas were for like transit and die rise. It seems like they just cooked all their good ideas into Buried.
Yeah, exactly. And it is such a shame that like being able to do this never came back. Though I think it kind of got subverted by like weapon loadouts.
Yeah, I mean maybe it comes from a place of once you know where you want the gun, you'll probably never move it again. So they're like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like maybe it's a place of like Treyarch just prefers to have control over where you buy your guns rather than you being able to choose. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, like, there are, of the weapons that are available, like, there are some, like, that are better than others, so you could easily get, like, the KN from, like, the first room.
Yeah, exactly. I do think it's funny, though, because doesn't this kind of intermingle with wall buys as well? You can also get normal wall buys that you can't move.
I don't remember, honestly.
Well, I know the LSAT's definitely a wall buy, so that one's definitely
Yeah, and obviously the Olympia and the
yes, up top.
The M14 up top, but I don't remember if any of the other ones downstairs. Like even the Galva knuckles, you can draw wherever.
Yeah, that's it's such a cool feature. Like I say, I am mystified that they did bring it back. It was very popular as well.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. I think it got like 1,000 points for a pop, and then the last one gave 2,000, which was also in turn affected. They're all affected by double points. So, like they were great money builders as well.
Maybe if they were to ever bring back the old like zombie systems in Call of Duty, maybe this is how they could get around camo grinds. Maybe make it so you could draw the wall by.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, actually. So what next do we have? Oh yeah. So we also have the introduction of the first friendly NPC in the form of Leroy, or as later revealed by the timeline, his name's actually Arthur, who is locked in a jail cell.
He'll always be Leroy to me.
Yeah.
Or Lenny.
Lenny of Mice and Men. Yeah. Nah, he'll always be Leroy to me as well. But yeah, this is like we'll see him again in a painting in Horizon Truck, but the timeline reveals him as a guy from like the medieval times, basically.
Yeah, which I mean, kind of tracks, but he looks so distinctly Western. I don't buy that he's from the
this is
from the medieval ages.
Yeah, this is definitely a kind of shoehorned retcon.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, he's 10 feet tall, like big skinny dude. Like he's. I think it's like in-game. Isn't his in-game like model called the Giant or something like that? Like a giant.
Sloth.
I don't remember. Sloth. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
should know. I have extracted the model.
Yeah. So Leroy has, or Arthur has, numerous abilities. What I'll do is, like I did with the previous in the previous episode, is that I'll run through all of these real quick, and then we'll kind of go over some of our favourites and what we think.
All right.
So if you give Leroy booze, it causes him to charge in a straight line, and he can break down barricades, which can earn points, which increase the longer he runs. Booze can be, funny enough, people at the saloon. You can get candy from the candy shop. Figure that. And this one has the most utility with him going. He can either go on a rampage, he can build traps, hold on to crawlers, which I think is what people use him a lot for the Easter egg. He's able to lock the box in place, which is a first for the series. He can fetch the box from another location. He can respin the box. He can respin power-ups. He can be able to get a new turbine for the subsurface resonator if you give him candy while next to the resonator. And he can take the chalk and draw weapons for the players. We just never had this kind of a character before.
Yeah, or since even, to be honest.
Yeah, true.
QEDs eat your heart out. Who needs them?
Exactly. To be honest, like some of these I didn't even know he could do, like being able to get a new turbine or draw chalks.
I didn't know you could draw chalk either. I suppose it makes sense, but why would you ever want him to pick where the guns go?
Yeah.
Like with the buildables, like I get it being like, who cares? But guns? I feel like you'd be a bit
being lazy.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose the most common used ones here are probably like locking the box and stuff like that. Those ones are used by pretty much everybody. Respinning the box from time to time, I suppose. Or knocking the teddy back down is hilarious. I love that one.
Yeah.
Never get to see it because I lock the box first, but watching him hit the teddy on the head it just cracks me up every time.
Yeah. I tend to like moving the box first and then getting him to fetch it and lock it in place, because then I can get fire sales.
Good shout. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Because obviously you only get fire sales once the box moves once.
Yeah, good point. I'll definitely do that next time I play it. It's a shame like the booze doesn't really have much more going for it other than making him like charge forward. Yeah. I would have thought the booze would have been used to make him go on the rampage, but for some reason they seeming to give that to the candy instead.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, like, that has kind of screwed me over a couple of times before, like, because I give him candy, but he's not close enough to a crawler, and so he just curb stomps the crawler and ends the round when I didn't want him to.
I can picture it clearly in my head, the animation of him just swinging his arms around. He's just like...
The noises he makes as well, like, I'm just like, dude, shut up!
Pretty much.
And if you obviously if you catches a stray bullet, then he'll run back into the jail cell and lock himself in, and you have to go find the key all over again.
Yeah, that's really annoying. Like, why does the key go back to where it was? Whatever. It's a silly thing to get hung up on.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I must admit, though, to be honest, like, once I'm set up, I do just, like, shoot him to send him into the jail cell anyway, just to keep him out of the way.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, piss off. Go away. Sit there.
Yeah.
Because he always, like, especially if you're camping Jug, he always walks down that alley right into the way of your shots. There's no way to avoid him if you're camping there. You just have to shoot him and get him out the way. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, like, for the first kind of friendly NPC that we get, it's not a bad execution, to be honest.
Honestly, I would say he's more feature complete than some of the ones we've had like more recently.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got some crazy good like mechanics. Can he revive you? I'm going to assume not.
No, I don't think he can.
No. Right. That'll be reserved for next map.
Yeah. Oh, it can, can't it? The Max Destroying can revive you, yeah. Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah. In which case, like, I know people say, like, oh, this really should be a topic for the next episode, but, like, I'll probably bring it up anyway. But, like, would that kind of make Maxis the first kind of civil protector kind of NPC we've had?
God, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because you can upgrade him as well,
That's
can't
crazy.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, true,
Huh.
true.
I never really thought of it that way.
Yeah. It's always pretty cool. We're always figuring out new stuff on this podcast.
Let's move on to the next one because we're getting close to the end of this now. Actually,
It's actually been a lot shorter than I thought. I thought
I know,
we were gonna
I know.
be on this map for ages because there's so much content.
This is what I was saying. Like when I was doing this document, I was feeling like I was missing things out.
Yeah.
But I don't think I have missed out anything. So yeah, we got a brand new enemy type. The introduction of the ghost, or as everyone calls her, at least everyone I know calls her the witch. She haunts the mansion and robs the players of their points as they try and go through. And when the lights are on, a special round will play where the players can get a free perk.
It's also probably worth mentioning, if you haven't played it, that she can also leave the house during this round.
Yeah.
She will chase the players all across town, which is hilarious. Watching her fly out of the window and like sail down into the village.
She just like no clips, doesn't she?
She does. She comes straight out of the window and just comes straight for you. It's terrifying. And sometimes she bugs out. And you will have a conga line of literally about 50 of them, all in one place. I don't know what causes that, but sometimes she just appears en masse, where there's like hundreds of them. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Aside from the fact that she steals like, what is it, 1,000 or 2,000 a pop? When you go
something
through
like
the
that.
mansion. I really like this enemy. She's really creepy. Like when you're seeing her like pop in and out of the windows, like in the mansion, and she's like whispering at you. Like, I like this enemy.
Yeah, it fits really well with the rest of the town. Like, it doesn't feel like cheesy and out of place. It's a pretty cool detail. One other thing worth mentioning is that I've got it on the channel here. If you want to go find that, I'll put it in the description if I remember to do so. There was originally boss music for the witches. Ghosts.
Yeah.
I was going back through. Oh, go on.
I was going to say, didn't I believe I messaged you at one point when I was playing Buried, and I triggered the special round, and there was some track playing in the background. Is that not the boss music?
Maybe it is, because I wrote it down as unused on a comment, so I just assumed that was the case, but I haven't gone back and double checked, so it could be in there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just very, very quiet.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just basically a low beat, isn't it?
I think there is a beat, but I don't think it's the same one.
Well, maybe they've got two then.
I'll double check.
Yeah. No worries.
I'll put it in the description regardless, so
Yeah.
you can check it out if you want.
But yeah, obviously, like, this is a way to get a free perk, and obviously, if you use the time bomb, then you can get 2 free perks.
Yeah, which is always cool. I do like as well how we kind of get into it in the next category here, but how you can get a shortcut in the maze so you can circumvent having to go back through the house to get back to the other side, which is always pretty cool.
I mean, let's move on to the maze now. So the maze itself, out the back of the house, changes to one of 7 configurations every 10 seconds. I didn't know that's how it worked. I thought it just changed every time you actually went through the house.
So did I. If you were to go in theatre mode and went and camped on the maze, would you see it change?
Maybe.
I suppose you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I don't know if Black Ops 2 theatre mode still works, but yeah, who knows?
It does on... I think it does on... It's either on Xbox or PC, but one of them doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember which one it is that doesn't work. I normally just use... what do you call it? Plutonium to get like the backgrounds and that for stuff these days because you can just turn off the HUD,
Yeah.
which makes things a bit easier.
Yeah, makes sense. And yeah, you go over how you can unlock that shortcut.
Yeah, so you have to use Leroy because I won't call him Arthur. It's like the Twitter and X debate. Yeah, basically you just want to charge him into the water fountain in the courtyard in the main town. And then when you come back through to the other side of the maze, there's another fountain that's pretty much the same model, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And you break that with grenades or explosives or ray gun shots, I think. Like Mark II shots work as well. And if you jump down there, you'll be able to teleport back, which is, I assume, like an Alice in Wonderland reference or something, if I had to guess.
Possibly.
Who knows? I'm just assuming. But yeah, so that will take you back to the, what do you call it? Area at the top. Yeah, it does have a name. But it's just
yeah, I mean, to be fair, no, it's not directly spawn. It's the bit just below spawn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the little the area with all the conveyor belts and the hole in the ground.
Yeah, processing, isn't it?
Processing, that's the one. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, and that is really cool. I like it. I think this is the area that people use the paralyzer the most, though, like the maze to get through.
Yeah, absolutely. And even then, like, as you say, you can kind of use the paralyzer as well to get back up to the wall buys up top if you want to, for whatever reason, buy an M14 again or a Olympia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, okay, so like we're obviously talking about spawn here, which I've kind of mentioned just second from last year. So like spawn obviously has like the two sections, and what you can do at the very beginning of the game is save up enough to get an LSAT, or if you want to get it later on, use a paralyzer. But I love that mechanic of like the platform it's on will break away when you try and get it.
Yes, yeah, it's pretty cool. I like how you have like a limited amount of time to go and grab the LSAT before it drops you.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a wall weapon before or since that becomes, air quote, inaccessible.
I don't think so. Not off the top of my head anywhere. No, I think that's the only one. It's a really cool feature, like you say. There's all these things from the past that they could really stand to pull from.
Yeah.
With the more modern games, because there's some stuff like this that's just been left buried.
Hey. And that's all for today, folks.
That's it. We're wrapping up now.
One of the things that I love about Spawn is the not solid rift.
Oh, yeah.
That grenades just bounce off of.
Oh, shit, yeah. Visually, though, it's so cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
I love the aesthetic of the rift and the massive, like, chunks of earth just, like, tossed up in the air. It's really cool.
Yeah, it really
terrifying,
gives you a sense of...
But cool.
Yeah, it really gives you a sense of like the broken scale of the Shattered Earth.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely... Would you say, given how it looked in Moon briefly, would you say they did it justice in this game?
I think so.
Yeah, I think this and Die Rise, Transit is its own kettle of fish. But for this and Die Rise, absolutely nailed the visual flair of their maps. Yeah,
I'd agree. Am I right in thinking like the Rift is where one of the rockets landed?
Yes.
Or
yeah,
I
believe all of them are. I think all of them are rocket sites.
Are they?
Yeah.
I knew Newtown was. Well, I know Newtown was. I didn't know if Die Rise was or not.
I think Transit's close to Nevada, isn't it? So it's close enough to that one. Die Rise, I believe, is. Yeah, one of the... I think that's why you use the polarization devices in those locations.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, all that we have left to talk about with mechanics and gameplay is just kind of the pitfalls and shortcuts. So you've already mentioned the main shortcut, but by pitfalls I mean I'm talking about those like when you're going through the tunnels and
the mines,
you go over and when you go through over certain planks of wood, they'll just give away underneath you.
Yeah, it's such a cool feature.
Again, I believe that's a first for the series.
Yeah, I believe so. I do like how there's one specific one that goes like above the gun shop, and if you drop out of that at a certain angle, you can kind of land on the ridge and land on the roof of the bank, which is pretty cool. So it can also work as a shortcut, which is pretty neat.
Yeah. And then there's also the shortcut underneath the bank as well, between the bank and the weapons.
The tunnel, yeah.
That's one of the things I love about Buried, is that there's all these kind of like hidden little areas that you can go to and like that lead all back into each other. It's such a well designed map.
Yeah, they certainly nailed the maze-like aesthetic, which I guess is purposeful. It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, let's move on to our next topic, which is Easter eggs and story. I mean, to be fair, we've probably gone over the story, so let's talk about Easter eggs. The main Easter egg for this Flavor of Zombies map is called Mind Games. Once again, we have two sides of the Easter egg. We've got Richtofen's side and Maxis' side. And as revealed, Maxis' side would be the canon ending. I believe I read somewhere that Treyarch were keeping an eye on this particular Easter egg hunt, and it was whoever was completed first, that was going to be the canon ending.
That surprises me. I would have thought, given how much of a dead end Richthofen's kind of is, that it was always meant to be Maxis.
Yeah.
I can't imagine where they would have taken it if they'd opted for Richthofen instead.
I don't know. Who knows? Best and worst steps from either side?
Right. So, honestly...
we'll just caveat this. Like, you and I both agree that this is kind of like the first full-length Easter egg in this game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so this is definitely the longest one of all the Victus maps, and even Mob of the Dead, to be honest. Yeah, this one actually feels like a feature-length one, which is good, I think, because it's the last map, so, I think it's important that it's has a bit of a build-up to it. Yeah, I honestly, there's not really a lot I can say negatively about this Easter egg. I actually quite enjoyed doing this one. There was a few steps here and there that were a bit like... I'm trying to remember exactly which side they're all on. One on Richthofen's that I never really cared for, and I still don't, is the lever.
Oh, the one in the maze?
No, the one where the character's dead on the ground and you have to collect the power switch.
Round Infinity one. Yeah.
I don't hate it. I think the idea is cool, but when we did it, I don't know if you'll see it in the footage, it bugged out massively for us and we completely lost the lever. I don't actually think I'll be showing that footage, to be honest. So it probably won't show up here. But yeah, I died with it, like not realising that I had it at the time, so I ended up just getting mauled. And it just vanished. It wasn't where I died or anything like that. We read all the guides, we went all over the place and couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was probably the one I liked the least on that side. For Maxis, Maxis is one I don't remember as well.
Yeah, same.
I'll tell you what I liked about Maxis. I liked the bell step. I've always liked the bell step. I thought that was really fun. It's a silly little mini game, time waster, but those are often the best steps. Are the ones that are just fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the whole having one person go in the house and having to use the galvanicles to punch out the ghosts while they read out which bell you're supposed to ring. It was spot on.
Yeah.
like I say, Richtofen's one's a tough one for stuff to like, because I think the switches in the maze are also Richtofen as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm drawing a bit of a blank on this one. Which is the one where you have to bring the zombies through the tunnels? And you have to follow the light around. I know it's the same one where you have to punch the signs.
God, I don't know.
I think that might be took us a few
Richtofen's
tries.
side. I think that might be Richtofen's side. I mean, there's so many kind of overlapping steps and like very similar steps.
Yeah, like there's the lantern that floats around as well, but I can't remember whose that is. I know Richtofen's is breaking the glass orb things. I remember that. I'll come back to it. Clearly, I need to put a bit more thought into this.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, considering I only did Max's side recently for the first time, and then I've done Richtofen's side a couple of times now. I actually quite like this. I must admit, I'm not huge on the switch step in the maze. I don't like trial and error though. I'd like for there to be a bit more logic to things.
Yeah.
But yeah, and obviously Round Infinity is pretty grueling, especially when it bugs out though, which is really annoying. I don't remember a lot of Max's side, to be honest, despite doing it recently. But I mean, one step that both sides share, which is my favourite step, which might be a low-key Stockholm syndrome at this point, is the sharpshooter step.
Yeah, somehow that totally slipped my mind. Actually,
I was wondering
how could that happen? Yeah, I was gonna say, how did that happen? How did I forget the sharpshooter step?
Yeah. I really like the sharpshooter step. I know a lot of people hate that step, but for me, it's actually my favourite.
I do like it. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't fall into my dislike list. If I had to pick one for Richtofen, it probably would be that, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even though it's both. But yeah, like I say, it can be a bit frustrating at times, especially when, one person or someone keeps missing it and you're like, but
yeah.
When you do get all of them, the feeling is unmatched.
Yeah, absolutely. Like my favorite moments are like those times where like one person would miss and they'd know they missed, but they'd still make everyone go through it before they actually say anything.
Oh yes, yeah. Or you're like, I know I did this a few times where I knew I missed it, and I was just like, I'm not going to make a scene out of this. I'm just going to keep this to myself.
Wow.
I didn't do it too often. Only like once or twice, but I was just like, I'm not going to make this a big scene. I'm just going to keep that information to myself.
Okay. It's like, who's it? Was it Oscar who just kept running out of ammo and not going to buy some more? Like, or no, he did multiple ones, but like didn't get ammo between. So he kept running out of ammo towards the end.
Well, wasn't he using something else? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, like everyone was using PDWs and he was using. I can't remember. But it weren't the PDW.
I don't know how you can do it without the PDW, to be honest.
Yeah. Just for my kind of like for posterity here, my location was the house. I'd always done the house in previous when we did it previously. When I did it previously with our older friends. So I immediately called dibs on doing the house.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I've always taken the jail. That's normally the area that I've always done. I don't think I've actually ever done any of the other areas before. I've only ever done the jail.
I don't think so. I even pulled I think Trico was wanting to do the house, and I even pulled like
you're like no
rank. I pulled rank and said co-host privileges.
Oh yeah. Classic.
My God. So good. So good. All right, let's just move on a bit here. So, Rick, so once you've done both, all of one side of the Easter egg, either side, we then go into the end game, which is, I would argue, the first true super Easter egg in zombies.
Yeah, that's fair.
And depending on which side you get various rewards, but like, so say you do all of Maxis' side, which is the canon side, so the announcer will change to Maxis, the zombie's eyes will turn orange, and we get introduced to zombie Richtofen here, where Richtofen's soul gets trapped into a zombie, which is, I believe, is guaranteed to drop a power-up, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Does he have, I mean, obviously players get Perkaholic when all the perks when they complete the end game, don't they? Or is it when you complete the Easter egg?
I think it's the Easter egg.
Yeah. You're right. Yep.
I think the end game just gives you Mule Kick if you pick Richtofen.
Yeah. So on Richtofen's side, you get like Super Mule Kick, where you can have 4 weapons, which sounds too much in my opinion.
Yeah.
I believe, doesn't he also give you a permanent fire sale?
He does, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the winner here in terms of better rewards is pretty obvious. Richtofen's is the way to go if you're not bothered about canon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want a better gameplay reward or a suitable gameplay reward, I would pick Richtofen, no doubt.
And he also possesses Samuel for some reason, but like, they just share a body, which is just honestly hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to touch as well on this little anecdotal story of our experience with this. Mm-hmm. We never got to experience the Maxis ending here, did we?
No, we didn't.
Unfortunately. I believe one of the Easter eggs we'd done previously, was it Oscar's, didn't count because he got disconnected during Buried, was it? And rejoined.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately we didn't get any footage of that ending.
But I mean, there's loads of footage of it online, so you can always go find it.
Yeah, exactly. We may come back to it and redo it in a future video at some point or something. We'll see.
Yeah. I know you are quite salty about the Maxis ending being canon, because that was the one you kind of fell out with your friends over or something, wasn't it?
I don't know, because like, I suppose we didn't really get the answer to that ending until like was it the timeline?
Yeah.
So I think in Black Ops 3 we were mostly safe. But I can't remember by the time Black Ops thing rolled around. I mean, even back then, I was fair in saying, yeah, Richtofen's ending doesn't go anywhere. It's kind of pointless. It's cool, and I like that it exists, but if there was anyone that was going to carry the story forward, it was obviously Maxis.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Lol.
And in retrospect, I do think Maxis was the better option.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't imagine, because I assume the story would have continued in this timeline had Richtofen continued. But who knows? We'd have to see, I suppose.
I suppose it would have just been like endless versions of Grief and Turned.
God,
just playing games with everyone.
Yeah. It's funny that they put that in there, because there's no way that Jason hadn't already started work on Origins by that point, so
yeah,
they must have had to decide by that point what they were going to do with it.
Anything else you want to discuss about the main Easter egg?
Not particularly, but I will, just as a side mention, I suppose, that obviously pressing this button does reset the progress on the previous towers, so you can now go through again and do them again from scratch if you want.
Yep.
And also a trick for anyone who's in the unfortunate position we were: if someone's on the other side of your Easter egg team that you want to do, invite them halfway through. I'll save you the headache. Start the game, then invite them at the start, and you'll be able to do that side of the Easter egg with them in it.
Was it me who had only completed one side? And
I think so for transit.
Yeah.
But I think I'm sure buried we had the same thing.
Yeah, it was
I
somewhat. I
can't
can't
remember.
remember. I don't know. Alright, let's move on to side Easter eggs. So, there's only really one major side Easter egg in this that I know of. So, players get a bullseye with a ballistic knife in the saloon. The piano will start playing. And if the player goes to the mansion, they can see the witch playing the piano. And if they tip her, they can get another free perk.
That's really cool. Again, like, I love all this sort of, like, I mean, I guess you could count the witches round, every 5 rounds thing as a side Easter egg, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's really cool. It's, I was going to say it's time gated, this one, isn't it?
I believe so. I don't know how long. I mean, I'm guessing it's as long as the song lasts.
Yeah, I think so.
That's only a channel, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so, yeah. Is it Corpse Flower it's called?
Is that actually what it's called in the files?
I think on the soundtrack as well, they called it Corpse Flower.
Oh, it's
Pretty
on
sure.
soundtrack. Oh, okay, good to know.
I don't think it's on, like, the Origins one or anything like that. I think it's on, those volume soundtracks about out.
Yeah. The
someone
most recent ones.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on there.
Good to know. Cool. Well, that wraps up Easter eggs, so let's move on to, as always, our favourite section, music. And we've got quite a bit to go over here, actually. Starting off with the main Easter egg song, Always Running by Kevin Sherwood, and once again sung by Maluka.
Yeah, so this one caught me off guard when it came out, because I was expecting, given it was Maluka again, something more in keeping with where we're going, considering obviously that's all we had at that point.
Yeah.
But this one's a bit heavier, which was pretty cool. A bit more in keeping with the older style.
Yeah.
I really like this one. I think it's a banger. It's certainly one I'm always happy to put on when we play Buried. I wouldn't say it's my favourite in Black Ops 2, but it's good. I'd definitely put it up there.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I think it once again makes use of Maluka's kind of more melancholic, like sounding voice, and I mean that as a compliment, because she doesn't go hard. I don't think she ever goes hard like Elena does. But she definitely kind of brings her own kind of melancholic flair to it. But I think that combined with Kevin's like more heavier kind of like instrumentals really kind of complements each other quite well.
One thing as well that I've always really liked is the instrumental for this song. It sounds like Buried. You know how I said it negatively about Carrion? Looks like sounds like Transit looks. It's kind of the same with this, but in a more positive spin. It fits the map so well. Like I love like the almost rewound kind of sound that it has during the verses and all that. And the music box on the chorus sort of sound. It's all really good. It fits the map really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, out of all of the Black Ops 2 Easter egg songs, I don't know if this is my favourite or my second favourite.
I don't know what my favourite is on this game, to be totally honest with you. Probably Where Are We Going?
Yeah. I'm torn between
I won't say anything about the next one. So we get there.
Well, this is why I'm torn between this and the next one.
Right.
And this will be the only Jimmy Zelinski map, but carrying on the tradition of that was set out by by Mob of the Dead, that would have an original soundtrack.
Yeah, absolutely. So this soundtrack is a banger. I think everyone's favourite song is already decided from the outset. It's the Game Over music.
Yeah.
It's the one
I
love
hear
the just cheesiness
so many,
of it.
like YouTube. I hear it so often in so many YouTube videos.
Yeah, it's so good. I love the cheesy whip sound in it. It's quality.
Yeah. Absolutely. I must admit, when the game came out or the map came out and such, I completely slept on the soundtrack. I didn't really take notice of it at all. And it weren't really until quite late into Black Ops 3, really, when you and I, really when you started uploading it, that I actually realised that Barry had a pretty in-depth soundtrack.
Oh yeah. It's great. Like I say, compared to Mob of the Dead, this one's significantly bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It's really impressive. Like, I was considering, obviously this was the last Jimmy Zelinski map. I'm surprised they put all of this stuff into it, but I'm really grateful because it's honestly a really great experience.
Yeah. And yeah, as I said, I totally slept on it because I didn't realise how good it was until I actually heard it properly. It's got so many little kind of stingers and little tunes that play when you go into the candy shop or something like that, just tiny little jingles that play that really just sells the atmosphere of the map.
Yeah, and it does one thing that I think it doesn't get anywhere near enough credit for. It has the return of the Mob of the Dead progression build up as you go through the Easter egg.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get anywhere near as much credit as Mob of the Dead did, unfortunately, for it.
Yeah.
I will say Mob of the Dead's theme was arguably better. But
it would be nice.
The idea was nice.
Yeah, and I wish they kind of built on that in the future, having maps where the more you go through the Easter egg or do a particular quest, the theme of the map kind of builds.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be great to have that, just because it gives you a better idea of how far through it you're getting.
So just a couple of notable pieces that I've kind of picked out here. So we get a brand new version of another new Samantha song, this time called Samantha's Desire, which plays if you do the Max's Endgame. I really like this one. It's probably I think it might be one of my favourite, either first or second favourite of the Samantha songs.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. I think I personally prefer the other one that we'll get to in a second, but I do really like this one. They're both great, honestly. They both set the mood for especially in the in-game versions. I know you did get to hear the Maxis one in-game, but during that, hearing the earth shaking and that in the background while the music plays, it really sells the atmosphere that you've done something that you probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think it does that really, really well. Shame, unfortunately, that's kind of lost on Richthofen's side, considering there is no shaking or anything like that. What is there? I think there might be, actually.
Maybe. There probably is. But speaking of Richthofen's side, so if you do his, and I agree with you, I prefer this one out of the two of them, you get to hear Richthofen's Delight, which would be the first instance of the Ether theme, or as I like to call it, Richthofen's theme as well, in the series. Richthofen's Delight is great. I really love it. It's so catchy, and I love that. Unlike the Samantha's songs, this one is consistent all the way through. Whenever you hear it.
Absolutely.
Even even in Reckoning, when you fight during the Richthofen boss fight, you still get bits of this theme in there.
Yeah, I love how, like you say, they've recurrently used it throughout the years. I'm thinking of how they use parts of it in Blood of the Dead's intro and stuff like that. It's so good. They do such a great job of writing character pieces like this.
Yeah, and
that fit who they're made for.
Yeah, exactly. Another standout version is the acoustic version that plays in Tag to Toten.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's such a well done piece of music, and to have it here in the Richthofen Endgame, despite not being the canon ending, is still a treat to have.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's not until the next map that it would actually get the name Ether.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Sorry, I was just double checking there.
Yeah. You've actually got the song Ether called Ether.
Yeah.
That is basically just the remixed version of this song.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, just to wrap it up here, so for music, so just a little fun fact, part of one of the round changes for this map would later be used in the Chronicles Kino round change.
I do find that an odd one, because I don't think Buried sells Kino very well. It doesn't sound right when you hear it in Kino, but it's whatever, I suppose.
I think isn't it the one that has the kind of vocals to it?
Yes, it is, yeah. And they have the film reel sound over the top of it. Which is pretty cool, but I would have preferred, this is more Chronicles debate, but I would have preferred that they had completely unique scores for the round changes, like for all of them. Apart from Nacht, I think Nacht should have stayed the original.
I mean, I think they did pretty well, all things considered.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no complaints.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to our last topic, which is other. So,
all right. So, sorry. I thought you were letting me take over there.
No. Go for it. I'm sorry. I'm always jumping on.
No, it's all right. If you want to do it, I'm fine. Honestly, it's up to you.
No, it's all good.
Okay. All right. So, again, with Buried, we do see the return of Grief. You've put Turned here, but I don't think Turned is in this map.
Apparently it is.
Oh. Yes, it is. It is. Yeah. Right, you are.
I mean,
it's so forgettable that...
Yeah. I can't say I played either versions of these ever.
I played Grief very, very, very briefly, but I don't remember it being all that, really. I was never crazy, like I said in the previous episodes, I was never crazy about Grief anyway. So having another iteration of it, like I say, I still stand by Mob of the Dead's Grief being the best one, because it was just of how hectic it was, and the original setup with the the mobsters versus the guards. It was such a cool little tournament, if you will.
Yeah.
But this one, it's kind of basically Farm again, but in Buried. I don't honestly remember the niches in this one, like what new features it has.
No,
I just
don't
remember the locations. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Serviceable.
I think the problem with Grief is that it diluted the player base so much, especially like when you have like it on each map. Whereas, like, at least when it first came out, it was only on Town.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I like the idea. I've never been a big fan of the execution.
Yeah. I think people were more kind of like, they were more excited to have like 8-player zombies rather than like 4 players or 8 players fighting each other in 2 teams.
Yeah, and we had it, but they patched it out.
I know.
Why?
Yeah. Such a shame. Okay, next on the docket here, just a kind of little fun fact. So, for those of you, again, who haven't played it, in Black Ops 4, in Blackout, during their Zombies special, I guess? Was it during the Zombies kind of season?
I think they just added it in an update, I think.
Yeah, you're right. We would have the whole map of Buried basically introduced into the top part of the Blackout map.
It's crazy that's in Black Ops 4, yet we never saw any remaster of Buried.
I know.
What a sin.
Well, so many people were thinking, are we going to get Buried remake or remastered, like, because it's in Blackout? Like, they had the whole thing there, like, from the Haunted Mansion, everything, like, that's in the lower part of Buried.
Exactly. It made no sense not to do it. But it's, well, we'll get to it when we talk Black Ops 4, but like you said, the plan was originally to be much bigger scale than we got.
Yeah.
So maybe it was on the table.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know how much Blackout you played, but I really enjoyed playing, landing on the buried portion of the map.
Oh yeah, I loved landing on all the zombies locations, like Asylum and all that sort of thing. It was pretty cool.
Nuketown, the Call of the Dead
Yeah.
Lighthouse.
Call of the Dead did make it. That's why I'm convinced Buried was meant to at one point.
Yeah, and the dino from Transit was there as well.
Yes, right you are.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they used to play the Easter egg songs there?
Maybe. I know that in the Asylum portion of Blackout, you could play what's it called? Lullaby of a Dead Man.
Oh yes, yeah. Did they have any Chaos locations? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. Honestly, I loved Blackout. It sucks that Warzone kind of ate it up.
Well, you better get your ass back on Black Ops 7 because they've added Blackout 2 or whatever they've called it. Like, who cares? It's not going to be the same.
I don't think I will.
No.
So just moving on here again, because I'm getting tight on time now.
Yeah.
So I should have mentioned this in the previous episode, but I didn't realise it. But Mob, and now Buried, would introduce a brand new HUD to us.
Yes, that is pretty cool. Again, just goes with all the stuff we've already said about how they clearly put more attention into zombies after Mob of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Which is always really nice, seeing stuff like the new HUD and that. That's not even something we get treated to nowadays.
No, and from Mob through to Black Ops 4 ? We would get a unique HUD pretty much for every map, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, and then lastly, what we've got here before we move on to our closing thoughts is the music video for the map. I really love this one.
So, I don't remember this one. I'll be totally honest. I'm drawing a blank.
Okay.
So I might have to let you take it away on this one.
I mean, there's not much to tell. It's just basically the standard music video flair. But the two scenes that kind of stick in my mind is I think it's Misty or Russman who's in the church and they're using a sniper.
Bit of a difference.
I know. They're using a sniper in the church window and firing out into the courtyard.
Is that when it zooms in? I think
yeah.
To me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then another one is I think you see it on the thumbnail is where they're I think it's Marlton is standing on a table in the courthouse and zombies are just surrounding them.
Yes, I think it's coming back to me. Very in pieces.
Yeah.
In pieces.
But yeah, I mean it's again it's just they didn't need to do it, but I love that they did.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, is there anything else you want to discuss about the map before we go into our closing thoughts?
I don't think so, and I wouldn't dare because I know you're on borrowed time, so try to keep it short.
No worries. All right, well, look, give us your closing thoughts and obviously your thoughts on Jimmy Zelinski's final map and his legacy of the zombies series.
Right, so yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet, but I think this was a fantastic final map for him and the team, obviously. It's crazy to think that we've had the same person running zombies up to this point for 3 games, pretty much 2 games, 3 games, and seeing the different twists and directions that we've gone in with it. It's been thoroughly enjoyable. Like I say, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and that, well, Black Ops 1 more so than Black Ops 2, have some of my favourite maps in, ever. Even to this day, I still prefer some Black Ops 1 maps over, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. So I would definitely say he certainly created a legacy with these, original maps and the original storyline. And, yeah, I think this one caps it off really well. It brings in a lot of new features, a lot of fun gameplay mechanics. Just a nice, easy, casual map to finish up with. It kind of hits like Tag in some ways, ironically.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the tone of it just being like, you know what, just coast. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've thoroughly enjoyed playing all of his maps. Like each and every one of them, even the ones I've complained about, like Nuketown and Transit, and
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I could not be happier with what we got from him. What about you?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've always liked Buried, and I think this map screams what Jimmy Zelinski was always about, with just having fun with zombies.
Yeah.
And I think if I could describe his era zombies in a nutshell, it's just fun. But like, not saying that Jason Blundell wasn't fun, but like his is just like, Jimmy is like no holds barred kind of fun. Like, I'm just gonna like go crazy, see what works, what doesn't, like just have a good old like silly time.
Yeah.
And I think the legacy that he leaves behind is definitely one of nostalgia and like some of my fondest memories of zombies as well. Like Black Ops 1 is still easily one of my favourite seasons of zombies. And him and his team kind of cooked throughout that season.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think while Jason Blundell definitely exceeded the shoes that he was meant to fill in, or that he filled in, I think Jimmy Zelinski definitely is the father of the mode, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I would not have had the mode without him.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, so if he is ever listening to this silly little podcast, thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Any other kind of closing comments?
Don't think so. I should probably mention that we do have links available on the channel again. Mm-hmm. So that's for future reference. I assume you're still going to cover your outro bit here. So
yeah. Sorry, when I meant like final comments, I meant like on the map.
Right. Okay. I see.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm getting delirious. That's what it is.
No.
Yeah, you go.
Okay, no worries. Well, next episode we are going to go back to the beginning and start the cycle all over again and discuss the finale of Black Ops 2, the Black Ops 2 Zombie season with the map Origins. And then the episode after that will wrap up the Black Ops 2 Zombies arc of Undead Ramblings, and we'll add the maps from this season to our ranking board. As always, like, share and subscribe and ring the bell, and I'll have Josh go over the closing words.
Alright, so just to reiterate again, yep, links are working now, so you can check the description for all of this stuff that I'm about to mention. We'd love to know what your thoughts on Buried are, like if you played it, if you haven't, what you think about it after what we've said about it. Again, you can find Twitter and Blue Sky and Discord and all that in the Discord. Aiden's wanting to plug his Instagram, so
yeah, you can.
I'll let you take.
Yeah, you don't have to say it like that, Jesus.
I'm joking.
If you like miniature content and other nerdy kind of hobby stuff, you can find me at Mr. Hughes 95 on Instagram. Again, the link should be in the description below.
Alright, so with all that said, we'll see you in Origins then when we get to this in 2 weeks' time. Mm-hmm. Alright, so see ya.
Bye.